So we want to move to Venezuela now. A relative of two of the Americans freed in a prisoner swap with Venezuela over the weekend is blasting a Republican lawmaker for his comments about the exchange. In an interview yesterday, the daughter of one of the freed men criticized Senator Marco Rubio of Florida for questioning the Biden administration's decision to bring her father, her uncle, and 5 other men home. Here's what the senator had to say on Sunday, followed by her comments yesterday.
Every time you do one of these deals, and I wanted those people released as much as anybody, but every time you do this, now others know I can take Americans, I can hold them until I need something as a bargaining chip. It's a huge win for Maduro, and unfortunately puts Americans all over the world now in danger.
I'm disappointed that a leader in our country is perpetuating this myth that getting our people home actually puts Americans at risk. And you know what I would ask Senator Rubio is you've supported getting them home. You have done absolutely nothing for me or my family or most of these men, and any of the families could tell you that. And he even had a constituent from his state that was released. And I would ask, what did you do for his family? And how have you been supporting them? And have you checked in on them instead of pandering to your constituency? I found his comments unpatriotic and unhelpful.
Jonathan Lemire, it's really staggering that you have a Republican senator, that you have any senator being critical of bringing hostages home who've been away for years. Also incredible that he's saying that he wanted them home and he didn't do anything while these Americans were being held hostage. And so what is the message? If you travel overseas and you're taken hostage, you're going to rot in jail, you're going to die in jail. If the United States tries to do anything to get you home, that's a sign of weakness. I mean, you talk about hyper-partisanship, the fact that you actually have a Republican senator that did nothing while these Americans were being held prisoner, being held hostage in Venezuela, did nothing, and then was critical when they were freed, shows you just how twisted the hyper-partisanship in Washington has made some members, even of the United States Senate.
Yeah, White House aides last night dismissed the senator's comments indeed as hyperpartisanship and an attempt to score cheap political points when American lives were at stake. And Ian, this also comes at a moment, though, where political prisoners are moving sort of the forefront a little bit toward the Biden foreign policy. That we've had a number of deals in recent days. And it's also putting a spotlight again on the case of Brittany Griner, circling back to the situation with Russia here, that she is now has a chance to appeal her sentence that's being held later this month. There are negotiations still ongoing for this arms dealer, maybe more. Russia is being resistant to this point. Talk to us about whether you see a chance for a deal here, and also just sort of the Biden policy writ large on prisoners.
Look, all 3 of the countries we just mentioned, Venezuela, Iran, with the release of Siamak Namazi, the American citizen who's just been released, has been languishing in prison for 5 years, completely unjustifiably. And then the Griner deal potentially for Victor Bout, this notorious arms dealer from, sort of decades ago. The reality is all 3 of these countries are principal adversaries of the United States on the global stage. We don't like these regimes. We'd much rather if they didn't exist. But even in this circumstance, when we're talking about the existence of American citizens who are being unjustly held, we try our best to get them out. And if that means that we're prepared to actually let some of their citizens go in a deal, that has been consistent U.S. policy for a long time. This is not a Democrat or Republican thing. And so, yeah, it's unfortunate that Marco Rubio is scoring a point on this. I agree that that's increasingly where a very divided and dysfunctional politics in the United States are. But we do need to recognize that the fact that we really have nothing but contempt for these regimes doesn't stop these people that are being held from being American citizens. And we work very, very hard to get them back to their families.
Ian Bremmer, thank you very much for coming on this morning. Ian's latest book is entitled The Power of Crisis: How 3 Threats and Our Response Will Change the World.